Hi everybody, welcome to the Wild Ride marketing team. And I wanted to call it Wild Ride. I wanted to find something that was kind of like unexpected. So the idea is in this video, and hopefully this is the beginning of a few to outline some of the work we're going to be doing. Now, when we start the class on Monday night, there's two things I'll expect you to have prepared for us. Number one is your goal, your course goal, what you intend to create in the course in those 12 weeks. And it must be a measurable goal. It's very clear on the Ning group how to accomplish that. If you have any problems with it, contact one of our three coaches, Mark Neely, Cheryl Ann Royal, or Shannon Lockheed. All three of those people are on the Ning board. All you have to do is friend them, and you can click on their little link in their My page that says message, and send them a message saying, can you give me a call? I have some questions. So that's a great way to be in touch with your coach, okay? So we'll be doing a little bit more on the opening night about that, about how to use Ning and things like that, and how we'll be using it throughout the course for jobs, for auditions, and how to check it daily. So that said, the second part, I didn't really put much information up on Ning. There's a little bit about how to create your connection map. And I want to show you just three examples of what a connection map looks like. First of all, go out to an art supply store and get yourself a foam board. They're usually 24 by 30 inches, just like this, white foam board. I prefer you use white. A couple people came in with black and they were using gold pen or whatever, and that's fine. You could do that too, but I think it's easier to read. Now, some people get very creative with their boards. Don't worry about it. This is a map of your connections. Now, in this particular case, this was something that one of the gals who was working at the studio a couple years ago did. She was working with creating more business for the studio, and her goal was to create 5 to 10 solid relationships with producers and agents that would bring in income. Now, the idea is you will put your goals somewhere on the map. Please don't write your goal in yet, because you will be doing that on the first night. I would rather it be on paper so that we can solidify your goal and make sure it's measurable first. We'll be working on that in the class. And then what she did, as you can see, she got a little creative, and she had different sections. I want you to write down everyone you know. This is like a mind dump. She wrote down the producers she knew, authors, DPs, photographers, actors. You could put voiceover talent, anyone in the business you write down on this board. Now, she chose to put them in those categories. You might write agents. You might have different types of categories. Now, for me, this was an old board, which is kind of faded now, but I did this years ago. And just to give you an idea, when I started this board, I had not many. I probably had like maybe this many on this board. And just to give you an idea, I put my goal, this is kind of, you can't really see it because it's faded, but I created it like a tree, and then these were my, I'm not an artist, so forgive me, but these were my leaves. I know, dollar bill leaves, because I put them in green. And interestingly, I can look at this group now, at these lists. Now, what I did was I created people I knew and people I wanted to know. So that was an interesting way that I took it on. I had certain colors, I knew these people, and then there were people on here I wanted to meet as well. So I created my map a little differently. The people who were in black I did not know, so the bold ones I did not know. And then I started writing down in here the person's name and phone number. That was just my way of creating a very good map. These are all producers and copywriters, because my goal was to create, and this was, I will be in 4 national network spots and the voice of a campaign, and that was my goal on this board. I was in 3, actually. My goal was achieved in the sense that I got 3 of them. I didn't quite reach the full one, but I still declared it a success, because through these connections, I created that. And that's part of what I'm going to show you how to do. And no, it's not going to be that painful, but I do, because you're not going to be like, what do I have to do? Then I want to show you kind of a work in progress. This is what my other map looked like when I was starting. I did this a little differently. I was working with a different company, and I was trying to make maps. And these were people I knew in various areas that would add to my business. And then on the left side, I put people I did not know very well. So what I'd like you to do is create your own magic. Now, some people, I'm serious, they just write a title like writers, and they write all the writers they know. Producers, directors. Let me tell you something. Even if you know people in SEO, if you know people related somehow to the business, that's going to be really important, because even if they're writers, producers, directors, if they're script supervisors, anyone related should be on your board. Really go wild with it, and don't worry about it. This is a game, so the point of this is that the wild ride is a fun game. So the idea is that in these weeks, we are going to harness and hone in on your goal and what you're looking to create. And as a team, the energy and the synergy will really begin to take shape. One thing I do want to tell you in this video that's important. We have added on a virtual team. Now, the beauty of that is we've got someone in San Francisco, we've got somebody in New York, so we're going to also look at how we can incorporate some of those leads in other cities for all of us. So in other words, those people will give to us, and we'll be able to give to them. So I am really jazzed and looking forward to seeing you on Monday night, September 12th, and I will see you next week. Have a great week.